You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Tap In. We are OneOOne. I'm your host, Andy Danchuk, and I'm here with my co-hosts and business partners, Sean Fry and James Black.
Hola,
what's going on, guys?
What up?
Sean showing you his bilingual.
I'm bilingual as fuck, boy.
He knows a couple Spanish words.
Puto.
Come on, bro.
We got large Phi and big Black over here.
Oh, okay, about to say
Big
some
Black.
more than that. It is your responsibility to tap into information that is going to benefit you and your life. This podcast will hopefully expand your thinking so that you can finally take control. Oh, I love that intro. It's a beautiful thing. All right, guys. So, like we said, we're going to try to get podcasts posted daily on the Monday. We have a couple in the bank now so that if we do fall off, we will make sure to always get them posted on Monday. So, sorry for the delay. James, what do you want to say?
Mondays, baby. Gotta watch out for them Mondays.
Mondays, baby. So it's been we missed last Sunday just because we had a lot of shit going on and it just wasn't ideal conditions for us to
What do you mean it wasn't ideal?
record
conditions?
a podcast. We couldn't
just hear a lot of excuses.
The truck
to me.
noise, we didn't want the truck noise. You didn't want the wind
We
from
could
the
have
beach.
easily sat down. I know, but still. Tell them where we
shut the
were,
fuck
what we
up.
were doing real quick.
We were having a good weekend. We were enjoying some good vibes. We went down to LBI and we enjoyed some really close friends and some really good cars, and dude, it was a fucking great experience.
Yeah, it was awesome. I enjoyed it too.
I had some pretty fucking wild experiences in the ocean in the middle of the night and fucking
Skinny dipping. You know what I mean?
that's not a fact, but
That's not
I
a
would
fact.
love to go skinny dipping. I'm all about it, but let's get back on topic. Let's give the people what they want to hear, some information, right? Something to get them thinking. So today, what would you do if you had the power to remove the restrictions of time? I'm going to say it one more time because I know that shit sounds fucking crazy. What are these boys about to talk about? What would you do if you had the power to remove the restrictions of time? Dude, that just sounds like a sexy fucking statement. That shit does. It makes me horny to think about that.
I just feel like I already have removed the restrictions of time.
Slowly but surely, yeah,
a little
dude.
bit
It's just
a
fucking...
little bit at a time.
All right, so basically, the whole concept behind time. What is time? Have you ever truly asked yourself, what is time? Have you ever truly tried to define time? Have you ever put any real thought into what time is and how much time restricts you from completing tasks that you want to complete? And you're constantly putting time on this threshold. You're holding it above everything else. I don't have time. There's not enough time to do this. There's not enough time to do this about time. It's all these fucking bullshit negative thoughts about time. Now, why is that? Why is everybody on this entire planet restricted due to time? When time, if you truly define it, if you truly look at it, if you truly think about what time is endless. Time never stops. Only you stop. At night, you choose to say that time is up for the day. It is time to lay my head and go to sleep. So who is putting those negative restrictions on time other than yourself? You are the one consciously deciding every day, because that's what everybody else does on this planet, saying that today is over, time is up. And I did not do what I wanted to do in X amount of time that you were saying you had to. And then you're stressing yourself out. You're worried. You're freaking out. You can't get shit done because now you're so focused on that there's not enough time that you get exactly what you think about. If you think that there's not enough time in a day, there will never be enough time in a day. So free yourself from the restrictions of time by viewing time as endless, because that's what time truly is. When time originated, when they first started talking about seconds, minutes, hours, days, months, years. Why did they start doing that? Time is a form of measurement simply for us to use to our advantage to measure what it takes to get a certain amount done. So it's not that time is restricting you. It's not that there's not enough time. It's just the way you're valuing time. Value time as a measurement to help you move forward, not as a restriction to hold you back.
It's meant to be a focus point, and I think we lose that a lot. Like
they're focused on the wrong thing.
Well, yeah, it's meant
time.
to be a focus time of like, okay, here's a period of time where I need to get all this done, and instead of viewing it as in like I have endless time, and these are the pieces of time that I picked out to get this stuff done, you're too worried about how much little time you have, so you're stressing out, wasting all this time in between periods of things you could be taking steps forward. So honestly, like the way that when you first brought this topic up, whenever it was a little bit ago, and now that we're talking about it again, the ideas are coming back to my head, is that like if you view time as endless as you're saying, and as you do like it, you have tomorrow to finish more shit, but like I don't want people to take that out of context. I'm saying you have tomorrow to finish shit. That doesn't mean like, oh, I can waste time today because I have tomorrow. No, the point is like keep moving forward every single day. Take the steps forward, but realize like stop stressing out about time.
Don't limit yourself day by day, because people
Don't
say,
sit there.
I didn't get this done today and I don't have time for it tomorrow because I have to do all this tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, time never stopped. You still have time to do that task. Do the next thing in line and continue to just do the next thing
All
in
you
line.
gotta do is pick
over and over and over. Just move on to the next, move on to the next, move on to the next. Stop saying, I have this much to do today. If I don't get this much today, then I failed my day and I don't get to do it all. And then tomorrow, starting fresh again and saying, here's a new day. This is how much time I have to do this again, and then not finishing again. No, do what you have to do in the course of the day, however long it takes you to do it. And if you don't finish everything you wanted to, pick up on it when you wake up next and time seems to start again for you. Continue that task list from the day before. Get it done as fast as you can, and then continue the process again. Through the course of evolution, you will get better at it, and you will be able to fit all of that into a day's course of time. And then soon, a day's course of time, all the things that you're trying to do will get even less. You'll be able to do them in half a day's time. But if you continue to restrict yourself day by day by day by day, and by a certain amount of tasks per day, and if you don't finish them per day, you will never get to that end goal, because there will constantly be tasks that you do not finish per day that you have to get better at before they get easier, so that you can fit them all into the course of your, and I'm doing air quotes here, day.
I have to bring it up because it really, like, that vivid, like, I was thinking about something when you first started saying that whole thing, and the more you talk, like, the more, like, vivid it got for me, because I think that, and this is a lot, and I've heard it several times the past couple of days, so I'm going to repeat it. People believe that we are out of school and learning once we leave school. And what I mean by saying that is people refuse to believe that they can better themselves in the things that they do daily. So there's things that we can't deny. We have to do, there's certain things we have to do every day. We shower every day. We shit every day. We go to work every day, or whatever our work is. There's things we have to do every day. You know what I mean? There's no if, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah, those are.
But the things that people do is that they use those things that they have to do as limits for them. Like, so let's say if I shower for 8 minutes, let me see if I can break that down to 5. Now, most people don't think like that, but like that's how.
You know, you're so good at showering now that you could shower in 2 minutes if you really wanted to.
Right, but people want, like, oh, well, that's my, like, I'm gonna take my time in the shower. Exactly. This is what it takes, and it's you can do, like, and I'm not saying you can't be like that. You can be like that, but I don't want to hear you say you don't have enough time, because if you do what you want to do and you just accept for the things that they are, then you have to accept the things that the way that they're going to be.
The reaction that happens after you.
So if you want to shower for 20 minutes and you didn't have enough time to do whatever else you wanted to do, please do not complain, because you did what you wanted to do. Right, you decided to do that shower.
Then don't say after
and
that,
now
I don't
I'm
have
telling
enough
you,
time.
there's a way to get
Save
both things done
minutes.
by just getting out of the shower 15 minutes earlier, and you're gonna sit there and be like, oh, well, like, then this, and you're gonna give me more excuses, and they're gonna repeat themselves. And this is, and I'm saying all the tasks throughout the day. Getting ready for work, see if you can do that a little faster. Showering, see if you can do that a little faster. Brushing your teeth, see if you can get up out of bed and brush your teeth right away. Like, these are the things that we practice, like not going on our phones when I wake up right away. Doing my critical task list, writing my, affirmations, like doing all that stuff right away. If I slack in any little bit, 5 to 10 minutes, I'm losing that time in the morning. And then I'm like, oh, now I got to get up earlier? No. I just need to utilize what I'm doing. Like,
my time to my
instead
advantage.
of waking up and sitting on my bed for 5 minutes, rubbing my eyes,
Yeah.
or jerking it, what I'm saying? I got to fucking...
You know what I mean? Sometimes that morning would be hit.
You got to just get up and do the things. So what I'm trying to say by this is that you can better yourself by challenging yourself to do things a little bit quicker,
To utilize time to your advantage.
Right, an advantage to do things that are better for you, even though someone else might be like, oh, why are you doing that? Or why are you showering 5 minutes less? It's not about them. It's about you. And it's about
utilizing time as a tool.
Exactly.
It's a tool that is a form of measurement. It's not something that is supposed to be there to restrict you, to prove to you that you have to get X amount of done in X amount of time.
Or you need more.
Use it to your advantage to prove to you, how long does something take right now? How much time can I save by being more efficient on it? And that's what it's used for. Wow, I can actually do this in this amount of time. So then you can use time as a measurement. You can use it to your advantage.
Exactly. And it makes things so much easier. Like for me, like I said, I get up, I do my shit.
Because it's always about time that you're stressed about.
Right. And it's like, that's how it was when I first started doing the task list. Like,
I don't have enough time.
I'm trying to get all the shit. I'm trying to get all the shit done. Now I wake up, I'm reading. Half my list is done before I even leave for work. I leave for work at fucking 5 a.m, by the way. By the time I get home, I finish all my other shit. Then I can go, as fucking Frisella likes to say, fuck off and do whatever I want. But I don't actually. I'm editing or I'm I'm doing my videos or whatever it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you want to save some time in the shower, make it real productive? Cold shower, I guarantee. In and out of there, dude. I'm in and out of shower, cold shower, scrubbed, hair wash, beard wash, fucking everything. 3 minutes flat, dude. So you want to save some time? You don't want to sit in the shower too long?
Dude,
cold shower,
motherfuckers.
motherfuckers.
Are so much fun.
I'll tell you one thing. That's still the only thing that we all do that I have yet to really be like, you can do this and do it. I've done everything else. Task list.
I love the cold shower.
I've been doing the things they give us in the books and trying to attracting all my shit. But the cold showers.
People don't.
That's the one for me, bro.
When I get into cold shower first thing in the morning now, it's like the same. You know how good it used, like, at least for me, I related to this. If I used to really need to wake up, I would get in a really hot, nice shower in the morning, and it would help relax me enough to wake me up slowly and nicely. That's what the cold water feels like to me now. And for the entire course of my life, everyone has told me otherwise, and I believe that so
Bro, hot
deeply.
showers put me to fuck to sleep, dude. Cold showers wake me up, though. Cold showers, I get amped up, dude. I'm screaming and yelling at 4 in the morning.
Yo, I can't be screaming and yelling at 4 in the morning.
Oh, I'm not supposed to be either, but I say fuck the rest of you. I gotta get up, get to work. I'm fucking getting amped. Dude, there's been times with the cold shower, I flex so hard because I'm getting amped up and I'm screaming and shit. I literally just let myself get amped up. I'm not screaming because I'm screaming like a girl. I'm just going yeah, fuck it, just to amp myself up because I'm usually falling asleep before then, standing up, you know what I mean?
No, I'm up. I'm excited to get in that cold shower every morning.
So I'll hop in there, but I'll be
for that cold shower.
I'll be so flexed from yelling and shit like that, where I straight up my bicep will feel like it just fucking tore. It'll pop. I'm dude, you gotta chill. I'll stretch my arm out.
I'm completely and totally relaxed in that cold shower.
I can't lie though. It does feel good.
It feels so good.
It feels good after, dude. You're up and you're awake and you're
and
alert.
It's just a release of just good energy first thing. I just did something hard that was fucking a struggle, and I feel good because I did it.
I was taking a hot shower the other day, and the hot water ran out. Because my brother showered right before me or whatever, and as I was washing the soap off, it was getting cold, but it did feel good. After a minute or so, I was like, "This isn't so bad."
But no, seriously,
it's all in your head, bro.
But seriously, because tying it to that point, dude, when I cold shower, I literally will be in 3 minutes. But if I hot shower, dude, I'll be in there like 20 minutes because it feels so good. You take your fucking time, you're relaxing, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, 30 minutes you've been in the bathroom. That's fucking that's 10 times what it really needs for you to
10 fucking
10
times.
So, dude, bro, that's 27 minutes you could have spent doing something. That you could have read 10 pages of a book. You could have fucking, dude, there's so much shit you could have did with that little bit of time. So imagine if you apply that to other shit. Like, everything can be done faster. You might not think, like, I have enough time to do this, but, bro, I just showed you right there. Like, your showers versus my showers completely different. And anyone has the ability to change that. You just got to be willing to get uncomfortable and make it happen and stay on top of it while you're doing it. Like, yo, I don't need to be in here this long. I'm wasting precious time right now.
For me, it's even if it's not something that like is extremely beneficial to you that you want to do, you're going to have more time to do whatever it is you want to do by utilizing the time to do the things that you have to do daily.
Yeah.
Like, we want to go ride our bikes because you just got a new wheelie boy. And if we utilize this time and we utilize breakfast, we did everything we were supposed to do like we did in the morning.
Wasting.
Now we have time. We have an hour and a half to go play around and do whatever we want. Like that, like you're going to have time to do the things that you want to do.
Yeah.
People, it's going to seem weird at first, like, 5-minute shower or whatever you're trying to do to benefit yourself, but you're gonna feel better. You're gonna feel better when you're like, I have an extra hour to do fucking even if it's play video games. I don't care what it is, just you'll see the difference and it'll give you more success. You'll be like, all right, I can do this with other things.
Imagine cutting things down so much that you had an extra hour per day. That's 7 hours per week. That's almost like a full work day per week.
Games, work
if
on
you
your
can figure out how to use time to your advantage.
Go talk to girls, go on Tinder, whatever you want to do. But I'm just saying, like, that extra time is going to make you feel so good, like really, really good. And I can't explain it until you experience it for yourself.
You have to start viewing time differently. One thing I think can benefit a lot of people is because all of us do know people who work overnights, who work late hours, who work stuff like that. Ask those people how they view time. Time is viewed completely different from them because they almost see the freedom that time truly is. When everyone else stops, they're still going.
Yeah, they're just getting started.
Everything else stops. Yeah. When we were out in LBI and we were out on the bikes at like fucking 1 a.m. or whatever, we were out early. We were out late. Early. Yeah, we were out early, bro. And I was talking about it. I said, look, right now, you look around. This whole town is fucking dead. When the sun comes up, it's a completely different vibe, and they believe that it's now started, and they all their ants come out of their fucking holes and get to work and start doing the things that they think they have to do before it gets dark, and then when it gets dark, they fucking go and hide and crawl back in their hole. That's their perception of time, that it starts and it ends. We were out there when they thought time was ending, and they had their head on their pillow resting, and they were sleeping because they thought they had to be because time was up for the day. We were out enjoying ourselves, having fun, creating new experiences. Why time, in an essence, across the entire East Coast, because we're not all in the same time zone, was essentially stopped for most people. The day was over. Time was up. If you didn't do what you had to do, you missed your chance that day, and that's it. It's almost like you get to a point when you start to truly think about time as a measurement, as a form of something to help you move forward and to get tasks done in an orderly manner and prove to yourself, not only if time didn't exist, you would do a task and that's how you would always do it for the rest of the time being, because there would never be a time measurement put on that task. But as you continue to get better at doing that tasks, you're able to do it quicker than you did when you first started. So therefore, you're freeing up time. All you're proving to yourself with using time as a measurement is the fact that you're capable of doing things quicker to the same
it gives you a
quality.
Standard.
Yes, that's all it's there for, is measurement. It's like a tape measure, you know? You need something to be shorter, you measure and it's longer, you know you have to cut some off. It's the same thing with time. The first time you do something, you know you can do it in a shorter amount of time. So what do you have to do? Make the measurement smaller and cut time off so that you're more efficient to your max ability. That's all time is there for. Time isn't there to limit you. Time's just a measurement to prove to you that you can do things better and faster. And that's it.
I'm going to relate this to, and I want Sean to talk about it. Something for me is when I started working out with you guys, what you're talking about rings a bell in my head with progressive overload. Like, when you get to a weight and you do it till your failure, you didn't think you could do it before. Now you know that you're at a point where it's unacceptable to do less.
So that the next lift,
right,
you have to hit that number, or you have to do more
Right,
again.
you have to do more.
And that's
It's
how
the
you
same
move
thing with
forward.
utilizing your
It's a
time.
measurement. It's a form of measurement.
I did this much in this amount of time, and then I did double that in the same amount of time. Now I know if I do less than what I know I can do, it's a little bit unacceptable, or why did I do less?
And relate that to time.
Relate it like, all right, so next time
This
I just
task
need
took
to
you 30 minutes.
Fill my tires up here. Whatever,
The next time it takes you 45, you fucked up, motherfucker.
Right.
You wasted time. What did you
Exactly.
do wrong?
Exactly.
That's how you know you wasted time.
Yeah, that's actually a really cool concept to tie it into, because
But
you can
that's
still
all form of measurements exactly the same.
Well, that's like, dude, all forms are literally, you could progressive overload everything. So just like how you tie it to
Everything.
lifting. So say
Everything.
it takes like fucking, for instance, you change your oil yesterday. If it took you I'm just throwing out numbers.
Back in the day, it used to take me literally 13 minutes to do an entire oil change on my truck. I could be under it, it was drained, it was out. But now that I have this V6 has like fucking channels and something, and the specs say that you gotta let it drain for fucking 30 minutes minimum so that all the oil
gets all
settles
like the fins
down
and
through
shit.
because of the way the engine's built and shit like that. But
either way,
Yeah.
let's just say for to start as a base, it took you an hour
Yeah.
to change your oil. First time you ever change oil, it takes you an hour. So now you have that baseline.
That's your baseline.
That's so if we're going to progressive overload
And now you're
standpoint,
viewing time as a measurement.
yeah. So now so like say you actually kept track of this, which this would be kind of fucking cool to do.
Exactly.
Like if you have
But this
if
is
you
the
have
point.
tasks,
This is
say
the
if you're
point of time.
if you're a mechanic, bro, and you want to fucking dial in your shit, get as much
Become
productive,
the most efficient that
most
you could possibly
productive
be.
you could ever be too as well. You can literally take these jobs that you have, write down just like we write down in the
started
gym.
11:58.
Oil change. This is how much time it took.
Yeah.
This is what I ran into during that. Okay, so if I had no issues this time, it was a clean, no fucking dumb shit happened, whatever. It was a clean oil change. Next time this same vehicle or next time a vehicle
Do it a
like this
minute
comes
faster.
in, try to get it done
Try to.
faster. Challenge yourself in
little
every
bit,
single. So
to not waste time.
dude, that's actually kind of crazy. That's a crazy concept. I
That's
like how you brought
but-
that up. That was
but-
fucking dope.
but
But you can
yeah.
do that with everything.
That's
I only
it's
say
a
that
form
because
of measurement.
I only say that because you two said that. You were like, now I know I can't do less, because that's the point of progressive overload. I've measured where I could be, what I can push, how much I've done it. So if I do 13 or less, if I do 13, it's good. If I do less, it's bad. If I do more, it's good. But then I have to realize, hey, I did a little bit more. Guess what? Now you know you can do more.
And
so
now
that
you know you made
have a new
progress.
exactly.
And with
That's the
and what's
same-
progression,
it's just
dude?
a
Progression
measurement.
is moving forward. So progressive overload means moving forward in a load, more weight. But in life, it would be progressive. What were you saying before? Progressive. How are you using time?
Efficiency?
Yeah, progressive efficiency. So now I'm not viewing a load as my.
No, I'm just becoming more efficient.
Yeah, I'm not using
I'm
a load
becoming
as
more-
my outside stimulus. I'm using my. Fuck, dude. Why is that?
Your form of measurement?
No,
Time?
my
What?
efficiency is my outside stimulant. Okay, I want to be more efficient. So now I'm
Yes.
progressively being more efficient.
I'm progressively becoming more
Yeah,
efficiently
that's cool
because
stuff.
I'm now using time as it was supposed to be used and why it was created as a form of measurement.
And it's kind of like when you look at it differently in that form, instead of, I mean, we look at things differently now because we're learning to do that. But like, oh, I have this heavy load of stuff to do today.
Okay, good. Hold on.
Okay,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
like, but now you understand you're being efficient. So now it's like, oh, I got this heavy load of stuff to do today, and I'm pretty sure I could get it done even like a little bit faster. Now you're looking at it as this is a fun,
To your advantage,
challenging thing
yes.
to do, because
Instead
now
of-
you know you
instead
can
of
do
restricting
you can
yourself.
do it better. You're not thinking, oh, I have to do all this and this is
No,
heavy
you get
load.
to.
You're understanding that you're enjoying doing this. You're progressing, and you can tweak stuff and make it better. And
So
get
now let me
better.
explain that to you.
And
How to use that to your advantage. Write a to-do list.
okay,
I was just about
Make your to-do list, right? Do as much as you think you possibly can on your to-do list. It might be massive, it might be small, but do your to-do list and figure out how long it takes you to do your to-do list. Use time to your advantage and use it as a measurement. So say you have a to-do list that's got fucking 45 things on it because you're an overachiever and you think you can bang out 45 things in a day, which is cool. I love doing
Just think
that.
about that. If you banged out 45 things, one
But
minute
listen,
each.
listen,
That's only
listen.
45 minutes. You got a lot more time in the day
So
than that.
I love that shit. So go ahead, put 45 things on your to-do list for the day. Now, at the end of the day, don't be upset at yourself when you don't do it. Just say, okay, I got 34 of these done in the day. Let me get 37 done tomorrow. Let me see where I can use time to my advantage, time as a measurement to prove to me I'm wasting time in certain areas, become more efficient, and get another task done. Now, don't be upset that you still have yet to finish your entire to-do list in a day. Don't say, holy fuck, there's not enough time in the day for me to do what I have to do. Continue to check off one more thing per day.
Get better at it,
Eventually,
step
you're
by
going to
step.
end up doing all 45 things in a day. And then eventually, after a while, you're going to be doing all 45 things in half a day.
Yeah.
So it might take you months to get to that point of progression. But when you don't look at time as a limiting factor, when you look at time to use it to your advantage, you become so efficient in the task you know you need to do daily that you're able to complete 45 tasks in a day because you didn't limit yourself with time. You used it to your advantage to become more efficient in everything. That's what people don't realize. Everybody in this entire fucking world, their thought process is completely and totally wrong about time. Stop listening to motherfuckers. Listen to the richest of the rich. There's more than enough time. They have time to do everything. If they don't finish something in a day, they know time does not ever stop. They may stop for the day and they may restart tomorrow, but time continue to go. If they wanted to continue to go, they would have continued to go. But as human beings, we know we need to sleep.
Yeah.
So we know we need to we need to utilize time to our advantage to make us more productive. We could not sleep and continue as time continued, but time doesn't need sleep. Time is endless. So change your thought process about time, use it to your advantage, prove to yourself that it's a form of measurement, and prove to yourself that because it's a form of measurement, it helps you do things better, quicker, and easier, and proves to you how you're capable of doing that in the shortest amount of time.
I got 2 points. Well, actually, that tied back. I'm going to touch on the first point I want to make later because when you're talking, or earlier, when you're talking about how we were riding out at night and how nobody was out, it was just us out.
Yeah.
So because you also brought up working night shifts. I used to work night shifts for security, and when you brought that up, it made me think about how much more productive I was on a night shift, even though like you're up and you're like, fuck, like night shift, whatever. It takes a while to get used to, but either way, the craziest part that I thought about once you're saying that is, as humans, we view nighttime as the time to shut down. So when you take that away from you and nighttime's the time to wake up, when you get home, dude,
everything changes. The perception
when you get
changes.
home, you feel like you have endless time. Like when you're done with your night shift, it's fucking morning, bro.
It's a fresh day,
Dude,
but
it's still, the day's still like literally
for
the day
everybody
is still,
else, the day still started.
The day
The
just
day
started for
just
them, but for
started.
me, the day's fucking young.
Has
I'm
been
already,
going.
I got my
it's
main
already
work
been
done.
going, yeah.
So it's kind of crazy to me once you're talking about that. If you would just take the perception of darkness
That's
away
why I
from
said,
shutting down and open your mind up to like, because it's hard, dude. Like when it gets dark out, you get tired, and you're like, oh, I should be tired.
Because
it's
that's
nighttime.
natural human,
Our instinct.
What's it's like your natural fucking the science of the human body. You have something in you. It's supposed to follow the cycle of sun and moon and darkness and light. It's because it benefits you, because that's when you benefit from sleep
but
the most.
when you disrupt that, dude, it's kind of crazy to think about. When you have a lot more daylight and the nighttime is when you actually start working, you have all this daylight, bro. I used to be so fucking productive during those times. Even I would get I would get the same amount of sleep I get now.
But you thought about time completely different.
I thought about time completely different.
Your
like
whole
it was
thought
endless.
process
Like I had
changed
so
because
much
of what
time.
you were forced into.
Dude, because it felt like I had so much time because
that's
I
what
never...
I was talking to about Matthias. That's why Matthias helped me a lot, because Matthias works crazy hours. When we're going to work, when I text Matthias good morning at 3:45 in the morning, he's just at the end of his shift.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy.
And guess what, bro? At the end of his shift, the other day, I thought it was cool as shit because he just got home from work and then he was tearing apart his car doing the suspension and shit. Yeah. So, like, that's awesome because that gets right back to the point I was. Where, like, say when we get home from work, right now, at least for me, because this is actually a topic that I'm struggling with and that I knew how to get better. So I'm actually super happy that we're doing this. But, like, say we get off our shift. We're getting off our shift 5 o'clock at night. We're right on the verge of we got 2 to 3 hours of sunlight. So that's
where we feel like the day is at an end.
Yeah, that's what's in our mind.
The time is up.
So we got to finish this car in 3 hours. We got to finish this car in 3 hours. But Matisse is coming home saying, dude,
The day is young.
it's 6 a.m., dude. I got plenty of time to work on this
But
call.
he just
And
did
he's
the
not
same amount of things that you did.
Exactly, but
His
he wasn't
workday was
stressed.
8 hours, just like your workday was 8
And his
hours.
car probably got done way quicker than mine would because he
Yeah.
wasn't worried about time. He's like, oh, the day's young. Like, I got plenty of time. So then he's not
It's
stressing out,
insane.
focusing on the lack of time. He's just focused on getting the task done. And now another thing I want to hit on another standpoint of what you said with the task list about having 45 tasks. The way I'm going to do this, I'm actually going to do it now thanks to James because he brought this up, and I'm going to like challenge myself in a progressive overload manner. Is I have a task list like we all do. Like it's strict. This has to get done. And I've been running into the issue of I felt like I haven't had enough time. I haven't won a bunch of days in a row because of just whatever reasons. And time has been something I've been stressing about. So now I'm going to take each task. I'm going to figure out I'm going to
Get a baseline.
Baseline. Pretty much how long it takes me to do each task because my tasks are spread out throughout the day because of different reasons. So like each task takes me, let's say this one takes me 15, this one takes me 12, whatever. So now every day I'm going to be able to look back at my notebook of my task list that I already have, that I already check off. I'm going to say, all right, this took me 15 minutes yesterday. Let me try to do it in 14. So now I'm going to start banging that out. And I know
And
for a
even if
fact,
you
progressive
don't-
overload
yeah.
style,
Yeah.
I'm going to lose some days, I'm going to win some days.
Yeah.
It's just like in the gym. I'm going to lose, I'm going to win in the gym as well.
And eventually you're going to get to
But
a point where you can't do a task any quicker.
But my mind is set on a goal. So now
Yeah.
I'm goal driven, which is something you need.
Which
is a
turns on
necessity.
your success mechanism and your creative mechanism
Yeah.
because the success mechanism and the creative mechanism feeds off of each other
Yeah.
in getting better.
It works off of either.
You need both.
It works off of either positive or negative. So if I'm feeding negative, like okay, I want to.
Then you're feeding your failure mechanism.
And if I'm
then
feeding
you're
it
gonna
positive,
ask for
saying like,
failure,
yo,
and then you're gonna get
my
failure.
goal is to get this done in a quicker time. Now
You're
I have a
feeding your
positive
success
goal to do it.
mechanism. Yes.
So now think
So
about
now
it your way.
creative mechanism is going to turn on, and you're
Yeah.
going to figure out a new way to
get
do
it.
it in 14 minutes versus the 15 minutes because you're engaging your success mechanism and your creative mechanism all at
Yeah.
once, and that's how it works.
And check this out. It might be a little bit different than how you explain with the 45 tasks, but also works out the same because
Exactly
now
the same.
the faster I get it done,
it's just a different way to break it
the
down.
more time I have that I could add another task or add something that benefits me on a personal level, like
Yep.
say fucking riding dirt bike so I can get better at dirt bike,
Which
whatever
you
it
wanna
may be.
do, but you don't think you have enough
I
time
don't think
in
I
a
have
day to
enough
ride
time.
your dirt bike. But
Exactly.
you do. It's there.
Exactly.
You just have to use time to your advantage.
And it's cool. I just want to make one point. Saying I don't have enough time is negative thought. Saying
It is.
how I can
Don't think
utilize my time is positive thought.
think like
I'm
that.
just putting it out there. Everyone understands. If you're out there saying I don't have enough time,
You're never gonna have
You're
enough
thinking
time.
negatively because you're never gonna have enough time.
Well, you get what you think
Well,
about.
right there, what we're just talking about, success
mechanism?
Yeah, sex mechanism. My favorite.
My dick?
Yeah, you're dead. But what we were just talking about there, if you feed it, I don't have enough time in a day, you're gonna constantly the way that
That's what you're asking
what
for.
we're talking about, the way that works, because not everyone's read this book that talks about these points, and maybe they have an understanding, but it's a little bit different. But either way, what that means is if you feed it that if you're thinking the thoughts, I have not enough time, your brain, because of that mechanism, will give you more thoughts that are on par with that thought. So you think
Exactly.
I have enough time, your brain's going to give you more reasons why you don't have enough time. You're going to think,
If you think,
fuck,
I
gotta
have
do
enough
this,
time.
I got to do that, but I
Yeah.
got to go do, but if you think I have plenty of time,
You're gonna find
gonna
a way to
think
do it all.
Your creative
Eventually,
mechanism,
yeah. Once you
mechanism's
start
gonna
to
give,
believe that,
dude, it's
you're
going
gonna
to give
find
you
all
the
that.
reasons why you have more time. It's going to give you opportunities to combine two things so you can bang out two things at once. It's going to give you all these positive thoughts that can move forward if action's taken, if you think about it in just that way. Where
Your thought process now benefits you.
exactly.
And that's all we're trying to do here. We're not trying to change your thoughts. We're not trying to change anything but your thought process.
Yeah, the process.
The way you are processing thoughts in certain areas of your life where you don't have what you want are wrong. All you have to do is change that thought process to the proper thought process and then watch your whole life change. Nothing has to change other than the thought process. And the reason I think this is so cool, look at a man like Cody. Cody tells us that there's not enough time in a day.
I know.
And he never has enough time in a day.
And he does so much still.
But then ask Cody, look at this. How can we make this happen with fabricating something?
yeah.
And he'll tell you without even looking at it, I can do it.
Yeah, yep.
And I
yep.
said, okay, Cody, now understand yourself and your thought process. Now, you have a thought process in one area of your life when it comes to how much time you have in a day to complete things. And that thought process obviously doesn't benefit you because you feel like you don't have enough time. Then I said, Cody, look at the thought process that you have for fabricating things and banging out jobs that people look at and think are impossible, because he welds shit and he creates shit that is just fucking, it's beyond levels of genius. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. The man's amazing. And I love watching it. So I said, Cody, look at how you think about that. And he goes, okay. And I'm like, how do you think about it? I can do anything. I know I can. I'm like, okay. So then why don't you think you have enough time in the day? Think about your thought process. When you say I can do anything, there's no restrictions. Why is your thought process now different in this area of your life when it's been proven to you that you've already been successful in one area of your life with this correct, successful thought process? Change your thought process in this area of your life, his life where he's restricted right now, time. Change the thought process he has about time, and I guarantee watch his whole life change.
He'll do way more
And
than he's doing
already
right now.
thinking about it, because when I was talking to him that day, I saw his fucking brain light up and he started getting happy and he wanted more, but we had a lot going on that day. So it was kind of just planting the seeds. It's the start of a garden. It doesn't happen overnight, but the next time I talk to Cody, I guarantee you we talk about it again and he gets a little bit further and further. And then I'm going to get to watch, and I love doing this for people. And this is truly why I believe this is my mission in life, because I've done it. Dude, I'm doing it with so many people. I just slowly plant seeds and give them ideas to help them change their thought process, because I've changed my thought process in areas of my life and I see how much it's benefiting me. So even though I'm not perfect yet and I haven't learned how to get all the thought processes correct in all areas of my life, I am learning from my successful thought processes and then using it to learn how to change the thought processes in the unsuccessful areas of my life. And I'm seeing all those areas of my life change now that I'm getting control of all the thought process. That's all it is. Thought processing, thought processing, thought processing. Process thoughts correctly and you can do anything. If you process thoughts incorrectly, you will continue to be a failure. You have a failure thought process. The things in your life that you failed at is only because of the way you process the thoughts about those things. Why are you successful in other categories of life? You've been successful in at least one category of your life. Think about the thought process you have with that. It's so easy for you to do, you don't even have to think about it. So that is the correct thought process. So figure out how to get to that thought process in a different area of your life and watch your whole life change. That's it. That's it.
And it's funny.
Don't change the thoughts. Just the process.
It's funny because when you sit back and you start doing it, and a little while down the road, you start looking at things differently than you did. You start realizing the changes. So we're talking about like light and dark, and like when people think they're supposed to go to bed. So a video came up and I was watching it, and it was the SpaceX launch. And the first thing is that I like focusing on was obviously there's a rocket launching into space, but it's dark. It's at night, and then the like rocket starts fucking exploding and fucking flames start coming up, and you can see everyone's like ooh ah, and I'm like all right, that's cool, but like I'm wondering right what they're focused on, because the second it got like a little bit higher off the ground, I was like wait a minute, it looks like it's daylight out. I wasn't really concerned about it's so crazy. I wasn't concerned about the rocket, but I was looking at the clouds and the water and everything on the ground and everything around it. Nothing changes. Like the way the clouds were in the sky, I was like, well, that's exactly how it looks when the sun's out. Like the way it's like nothing. And I know that. Like I know that, but I didn't know it. Because when I saw the rocket light up enough for it to look like it was daylight. It's like, so it's just dark, like nothing changes. Like, no, the clouds are still the same.
It's just dark. There ain't
Like,
no monsters
there's no,
out,
no,
you know
not
what
even.
I
I'm
mean?
just saying, but
Everybody
like,
has this
but
wild
perception,
of
like everything
darkness.
changes, and it's like it's still the same. Like the clouds were still there, the same. The water still was
There's
waving the
different
same.
things. Like obviously, there's nocturnal animals and
Right,
shit like that.
but-
So some things do change.
But what I'm
like,
saying is, like, it's still the time, the
Time's
light
still
to the
going. Time
dark
never stops.
versus the
Yeah.
time is, it's just the you're just going, like, is it's if you're in your room and you just turn the light off to go to sleep, your room doesn't change, like the walls don't change. You know what I
Nothing.
mean? Like it doesn't
Nothing.
change. Then you turn the light on, it's still the same. But for some reason, we
Have this perception that-
correlate like darkness
Yes.
with it. Everything changes for some reason, and I don't understand that. But
thought
it was,
process is
but it
wrong.
was super cool to see that and not even be concentrated on the rocket. Just like, oh man, it's fucking like daylight out. Like I can see the trees look like trees and the clouds look like clouds. It's like, wait, because then it's night. The cloud just looks like a white puffy thing.
That's a cool.
Doesn't look like a
observation.
cloud.
Yeah.
So yeah, you start to think
That
and
was
look
like
at
a really
things
good
differently.
realization for you.
Yeah, it was cool. And on top of that, the second thing I want to bring up is your thought process again. So I posted this thing on Instagram, and it was Elon Musk, and it was a tweet that said, I work 16 hours a day, 7 days a week,
and people
365
still
years,
think
and
I'm
people
lucky.
still call me lucky. So yeah, so then a person that I know pretty well, he comments on it, and he's like, I hate when people post about this stuff and say that you have to work all these hours, like da 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 da.
Nobody's
and
saying
I know. I was like, and I was like, no, I didn't say that. I was like, you just said that. Like, you're the one that just brought that into this conversation.
That's what
I
you
wasn't
view.
even thinking
That's the
about
way
it
you
like
view
that.
it.
That's how you viewed it. And he's like, yeah, well, he's like society and blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, that's how you're viewing it. I'm not viewing it that way. I was like, and everyone's work is different. His 16 hours a day of work are different. He has millions of employees. You know what I'm saying? Like tons of people doing his 16 hours of work. Like he has a lot of important stuff to do. You're not doing. So basically what I'm trying to do is people in our shoes comparing themselves to people like Elon Musk and how to get there.
can't.
Like you can't possibly do that.
And even
is
if
that
you
a
were doing
goal?
exactly the same thing he was doing, you're not him.
You're not, but I'm saying, if that is that a goal, yes, people want to get there. But like we said, A to B and B to C, not A to Z. Like his 16-hour workday, you're not doing the same things he's doing in a 16-hour workday.
possibly.
He's doing way more than you. He has way more to do. That you know what I'm saying? So the correlation with working a lot and people with having to do that to make money, that's your own personal perception that someone put in your head that makes you feel like that. That was his own personal perception of people posting that all the time and him thinking that he had to work, or someone in his point in his life being like, you need to work like this to be rich. And I was trying to explain to him like, but that's your own thought process. And he was like, well, I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm like, I'm not arguing at
I'm just
all.
trying to point
I'm just
something out.
explaining like that I posted
You have
this
the power to
because
change this.
because in his 16-hour work week and his 7 days and his 365, I'm doing the same because I do my 8 hours a day of work at my job, which soon I won't have to do. And then the other 8 hours, my work, brushing my teeth is work for me. Making sure my body's healthy is work for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like doing my photos, my video, that's work for me. Like
It's pushing
the
you
work that
forward
people
to where you
call
wanna
work
go.
isn't necessarily running a business and running yourself into the ground.
It's self-development.
It's self-development.
self-education.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like Elon knows that too. Like it's how you think, what people say about what they say.
'Cause
It's
when
not
he
about
says-
what they say to you.
And part of that 16 hours, I guarantee you, an hour a day, he's reading.
Right. Exactly. Me too.
Him,
Half
he
an hour a
considers
day.
that work because
is-
he knows it's pushing him forward.
Exactly. Your work is not beating yourself into the ground to build a business.
People, it's just how you
Exactly. It's your thought process. It's your thought process. It's your thought. It's how you view it. It's how you view it.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
it's crazy because there's a big ball of negative energy over a lot of people that view working as you have to work really hard and run yourself into the ground to get money. And that was put in his head. Like
I know.
he wasn't, obviously I knew
I
he
know.
wasn't trying to argue and I wasn't either. But just the point that he thinks like that, there's tons and tons and tons of people that think like that. And if you're listening right now, just know that
You don't have to
self-development
think like
is your work. Brushing your teeth is your work. Like, don't let people put the small things that you have to do daily and make it seem like, oh, everyone else has to do it, so it's just a thing I have to do. Like,
it goes from
that's
I have to
important.
do it to I get to do it.
It's
You don't
important
have
for
to
you.
go to sleep.
Right.
But every night it gets late at night. You think you have to go to sleep. No, motherfucker. You get to consciously make that decision to say, my body needs sleep. I want to sleep. I get to go to sleep every night. Even if I finish what I wanted to finish or not, I am the one making the decision. I don't have to go to sleep. I could stay up and continue to do my work that I said I was going to finish in a day. Or I could tell myself, okay, you didn't get it done today. Time never stops, but you're going to stop for the day. You're going to sleep, and then you're going to wake up tomorrow, and you're going to continue. And then you're going to get better at it so that you can do it quicker. You're going to use time to your advantage as a measurement and do what you got to do, bro.
And that's the thing.
That's progress.
And the work is, like Sean said, he has a task list. That's part of our work. That's part of our day. Even at 11 o'clock at night, he's still doing his work.
Yeah.
That how many hours has he been up? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a 24-hour shift almost. You know what I mean? Like, view your work differently, and don't and work doesn't become work. Work become enjoyable tasks to get better at what you're doing. Like Sean said he's going to do, like we do daily. And that's how you change your negative views on I have all this load of work to do to I am enjoying
It
all
all
this
ties in.
adventurous
Yeah.
things that I get to
Yes.
do every day.
It all ties in.
But it's funny, dude. It's like we're talking about viewpoints of this shit, and that kid totally missed the concept of why Elon Musk even said that. He said that because he's talking about people calling him his success luck, which has nothing to do with luck. He is where he is because he put the time in, he put the work in. So he took that
And he
said-
understands how valuable his time and work
But
is.
the point is, like, this kid, I'm not saying anything bad about him or anything, but this is how most people view things nowadays and shit like that because they don't open their minds to different thought processes. Is that he viewed it as in Elon Musk saying you got to work 16 hours. I'm like, no,
Yes,
the whole quote,
yes.
the whole
No,
reason that dude made that
no.
quote wasn't even about time. It was about that. It was about the fact that he's not fucking lucky. He's where he is because he put
he
himself there.
chose
Yeah.
to do the work. It's
Yeah, that's so true, dude. I was listening to Andy Frisell has it.
yeah, it's this quote. It's literally this quote here. Men are disturbed not by the things that happen, but by their own opinion
Yeah.
of the things that happen.
I was listening to Andy Frisell has like a short banger this morning. It actually ties into shit that I used to do. Like he was talking about how he uses people's negativity and people's doubt for his fuel to be more successful. And this was something I used to do like, I don't know, like 3 years ago when I was in my like prime of bodybuilding. And it's because I used that negative shit that people gave me as fuel. And then I let too many people talk, like too many people get to me saying that I was too fucking angry and shit when I was in the gym. So I fucking let it get to me where I thought I had changed. But either way, it helped tie back to the point that he was talking about in there. He's like, the reason people, when you say, yo, I'm going to go do this, I'm going to make this money, I'm going to buy this. And the reason people like kind of shut you down, sort of, will shut you down. They doubt you, say, do you really think that's possible or blah, blah, blah. Or they kind of say you've changed because you have these new goals is because they're insecure. They see, like, whether they realize it or not, they see you trying to stride forward and say, like, okay, I want more for me. And they're like, okay, well, what the fuck? Am I not good enough? Why do you want more? So they get insecure because they see you trying to push forward and they're not pushing forward themselves. So that, obviously, you guys can see the quote that James just showed us, but it ties into, you can explain a little bit better because I didn't read the whole thing.
Well, yeah, it basically said that people are not posting on their Instagrams, and majority of people are not posting on their Instagrams to show off. Like, hey, look, I work 24 hours a day.
but a lot are.
I'm sure there's
The fake
people
ones are,
out there
yes.
that are out there to prove nothing, literally. But what I'm saying
think
is
they have
the
to prove
good
something.
people, the
true
you'll
ones.
be
You'll
when
be able
you'll
to
know
tell.
when you know when you're on the shit, when you're doing
aren't
your
just
shit,
posting for
you'll
enjoyment.
know who's posting to fucking post and who's posting because they're proud of themselves and what they're doing. And that's what it is. It says not everyone's posting on their Instagram to show off. Change your mindset. People aren't telling you anything when you look at a picture. You're telling
It's your
yourself what you
perception,
want to
your
see
thought
and
process.
hear.
Yeah.
Change your, just because somebody in the past fucked you, hurt you, or whatever, and they look like this person, by you thinking like that, you're already giving that person
you
the
have the
non-benefit
wrong
of the
thought
doubt.
process.
So guess what? It's not them. It's
your
not what
thought
happened
process.
to you.
It's your
It's
thought
the
process.
thought process
It's
you're
your
thinking
opinion.
that you're bringing into your own life.
Literally.
When you look at a
literally.
picture, no one's saying, "Hey, I'm showing off to you." That your own brain, in
Saying,
your
"He's
subconscious,
showing off
gang,
to me."
"Hey, this guy's trying to show off to me because he bought a new car, bought a McLaren, or
No.
he's happy that he did this, or he's
No.
happy that he did that, or he's on vacation, or
You
he's
are
here, or
limiting
he's all
yourself.
that." No, guess what? You're thinking wrong. He's enjoying every second of it, and you have a weird feeling like, "Oh, what's this guy trying to show off?" And he doesn't even have that feeling. He'll never feel that feeling ever. By you feeling that feeling, you're attracting that self to yourself. You're not
Only
doing
yourself.
anything to him.
You're doing
You talk
nothing
shit
to
about
him.
someone. You think about someone the wrong way. You
That's
look at them the
limiting
wrong
you.
way. You like,
You.
"Oh, I hope that guy fucking
You.
trips and falls." Guess
Well,
what?
you're bringing that to you.
onto yourself. He's not gonna trip and fall. It's not gonna affect him at all because
tripping
you
and
can
falling.
only affect yourself.
Yeah.
You can't affect anyone else.
You can't.
And
that's taking control in who the fuck you are in
who
your life.
you are in your life.
And not giving your power to anybody.
Anybody.
That's-
Stop
the power
worrying.
is yours, and we've all been gifted that same power.
And stop letting past events, let it all go.
Limit
Forget
you.
it.
Yeah.
Give it up.
Learn from it.
What do I want to
Learn
say?
from
Learn
it.
from it.
And
Forgive
use it to your
everyone that's
advantage.
ever hurt
Yes.
you. For just let it just
doesn't
move,
matter.
start now and move forward. It's all fresh. Stop thinking about this guy did this. This guy might also do this because you're just bringing that into your life.
Learn from it and say, I don't want to do that.
That's it. Just
And have it teach you what you do want to do. And that's it.
think the right way.
Change
about
your thought
everything.
processes in the failed categories of your life and watch your life change.
Exactly.
And I'll say this quote one more time. Men are disturbed not by the things that happen, but by their own opinion of things that happen. Listen to that.
Right.
Men are disturbed not by the things that happen, but by their own opinion of the things that happen. That's it. That's everything. And by agreeing and believing in what this quote is trying to teach you, it gives you the power. It gives nobody else but you the power. You are the creator of your life, and only you. No matter what, who, when, where, or why, you and your reaction to it and your opinions of it are what create your life. Take your fucking power back, people.
And take your time back too.
Take your time back. Take your power back. Use this shit. It serves you. It was put here to serve you, but you don't fucking care to learn what the fuck you need to learn, so you will be ignorant and fucking miserable for the rest of your life. Stop fucking playing the victim. I'm sick and fucking tired of seeing you motherfuckers want more and then playing the fucking victim. Fuck you. Fuck your pussified, gay-ass fucking passive lifestyle. Fuck it all, bro. Fuck you. Seriously, fuck you. Because you don't contribute shit to nobody. All you do is take.
Mm-hmm.
So fuck you. Take your power back. If you want to take something, take your fucking power back. Yeah. And yeah, I don't give a fuck what you feel about this. Fuck you. Literally, fuck you in your fucking pussy-ass fucking ways, you fucking faggots. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'll say it again. Fuck you. Seriously, I'm sick of it, dude. I'm tired of people... I see my own family fucking give their power away to other people and get worked up. And it fucking kills me, bro. It kills me. I see guys that I care about and love at work giving their power away to everybody else. I see people on the streets giving their power away to everybody else. Everyone fucking does it. And it's fucking sick. Stop it. Let's change fucking society. Let's actually contribute to society. Let's fucking do this shit. Because you guys talk about this shit a lot. Making this shit better. Oh, I want everything to be better. Everybody fucking talks about it. It's time to fucking do something. And that's why we're here today. That's why I'm in your ear. And that's why I'm telling you, fuck you and your pussy ass fucking
they
ways.
think better is shit being given to them. That's
Yeah,
the issue.
fuck
They
you.
think the
Nobody's
government-
giving you
the
shit.
government-
I'll give you
no.
this fucking
The
dick
reason
in your
why
mouth,
America
fucking
was the
pussy.
fucking best
That was
country in
too
the world.
rough. That was too rough. I'm sorry. I'm fucking here. I don't know. I just feel like saying fuck you because I'm tired of seeing it. Go on, Sean.
I was gonna say the reason America got to where it was and we were the greatest country in the world is because we are free fucking
Because
country.
we understood
And
that it was our power. We didn't
dude,
give that shit to nobody.
Our parents,
we
back in the day and shit like that, they went out and got
and did the
theirs.
shit that they needed
But
to
now-
do for
Dude,
themselves.
nowadays, everyone thinks they're fucking entitled to shit. Everyone thinks that the government deserves to give them this, and these people shouldn't be doing that because they don't like that. Like, yo, go fuck yourself and just go do what makes you happy.
Do
That's it.
what you. It doesn't
Make
matter.
what- make
Nobody
what-
does. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter what nobody
No.
does.
No.
It matters what you do,
Bro, when you see people get so worked up over, like, say for instance we're fucking riding dirt bikes because a lot of people fucking hate dirt bikes
And
for
they
no reason at
freak
all.
out.
If we're just cruising on the road, dude, I've got before
They come freaking out.
Dude,
they give all their power
dude,
away
they-
to us,
Dude,
and
they-
they're pissed.
They're fucking. I've seen it before where I'm just riding, like, not even like a dickhead or anything, just cruising down the street to get to trails. I've had people sprinting to the road with their hands up and shit, like I'm doing something wrong. I'm like, yo, like
Who fucking
that person
cares?
Right, that person right
is
there
wasting time.
is waste. They're gonna ruin their whole day.
Is giving their power away.
Yeah.
Is ruining their day.
And I could let it
And
bother
it
me
doesn't
too if
touch
I
me.
allow my thoughts.
It doesn't. I
Yeah.
come past you laughing, you stupid motherfucker.
Yeah, you're bettering my day.
You dumb, stupid idiot, bro. Give me all your shit. You want to give it away? It doesn't affect me, but go ahead.
Give me that house. Give me that car. I'm
Think
gonna
that
take
it affects me because you're just making it that much easier
Yeah.
for me to get what the fuck I know I can get. So whatever, bro. If you want to give away your power for the rest of your life and be miserable, but then wonder why the fuck you're miserable, go ahead. You're gonna wonder the rest of your life. You will fucking wonder the rest of your life why shit doesn't serve you. Because you're the only motherfucker that's not serving yourself. Stop doing that shit. Stop it. And view time differently. Change your thought process.
Yeah.
Change
We
your
went
thought
off a little
process.
bit off the time, but kind of all correlates because you're wasting time when you're
No,
wasting.
it's all fucking. It all ties into
Yeah,
each
every-
other.
yeah,
bro.
every
It's-
single
it's
topic
just
ties
fucking,
into each other.
It's insane, dude. It's just
But-
fucking. If you want to be stupid, go ahead and be fucking stupid, and whatever. That's on you, bro. Like, like honestly, whatever, bro. Like I don't care. But we love you guys. We want to give you good shit. We want to help you guys move forward because we're moving forward, and we want to see you doing the same shit we're doing. We want to see you feel the way we feel. Like I have never felt better in my entire life, dude. I went through fucking shit. I changed my thought process on everything that wasn't serving me. And my life has completely changed in the course of 1 year's time.
Not even. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
you
fuck you. We love you though.
Yeah,
Right.
All right. Well, we're gonna continue bringing the fire. We're gonna continue learning more because that's all we fucking know how to do. And we're gonna continue to be savages. We're gonna continue to
That's it,
get
boy.
ours because we're not taking from anybody by getting ours. And the shit and the information that we understand, I promise you, will benefit you if you try it. If you want things in your life to change, you have to change things in your life.
Let's fucking go. I love that quote.
I love
Let's
you guys.
Fucking go.
Have a good fucking day.
Peace out.
Doses.
That was it.
That was it.
All right,
Love
we're
you,
outta
bye. Peace.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions. They blocking your vision, but no, you can't listen. That shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.